Hey!
Yeah, boy.
Woot woot! You know, this guy here is this guy here is hetero.
I'm the homo.
No. This other guy, me, I'm the homo.
Hetero.
This is the hetero.
How's
dude,
it going, dude?
That's definitely not.
The
Not a
fuck is up with you?
It's definitely not. It's not accurate. All right. So,
Hey.
How are you?
Meth.
Got it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I got coffee. I got some good coffee.
You fucking... I remember this the other day. In kindergarten, I don't remember my teacher. Maybe... I don't know, I'm not going to say her name. Let's just call her Mrs. C for cunt.
Oh.
I had a really small bladder when I was a child. I peed a lot. And one day I had to pee really bad, and she would not let me. Like, she was being a total bitch. I should have just got up and went pee, because, like, the bathroom was in the same room as her classroom.
Uh-huh.
So that makes sense.
Oh, that must have been really convenient, though.
But, like, yeah. But, like, I didn't, because I was like, I have to listen to her, and she wouldn't let me, and I fucking pissed my pants. I did, and we are large humans compared to other people, and so she was like, what the fuck, and like gave me a pair of pants that was in the Lost and Found, and it was like super small sweats, really skin tight sweats. Yeah, I just remembered that the other day, and I was like, hey, that's a good story. This fucking bitch.
That's such a terrible thing to laugh at, but it was so fucking
Fucking catch me in the streets, Mrs. C. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you up.
Fucking kindergarten hetero just over here like, well, and I pissed my pants.
No, I did.
Oh my god.
I'm still sitting in my dirty pee pants right now.
That's so fucking sad. And like, what a bitch move. But that's fucking funny. That makes for I'm a terrible person.
No, it was funny as fuck. Like, when I thought about it, I was like, this is going to be a good story for the podcast.
Literally was like flashing back to watching Billy Madison. He's like, you're not cool, and that should be your pants.
Yep. That's actually what I thought of before I thought of that story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa. Fucking
bitch.
Terrible stuff.
What an asshole.
God, I remember, gosh, in high school, I was a nerd. I tutored a lot, and I was actually mentoring kids for a grade, and then I kept going back after that mentoring session was over. I kept going after school and helping these kids work on their words because I felt bad that they didn't know their words. And the teacher was like, oh, you're so dedicated. And there was always one kid that she kept pushing on me, and I could not stand this kid because he had a stutter, and I don't have a lot of patience for stutters. I don't know why. I just don't. They really just cut right through me.
You shouldn't be doing this.
I'm just like, I was like, I know it now as an adult, I know that stuttering is a result of trauma. However, then I was just like, this kid has a tick, and somebody needs to whack him and just like correct the tick, you know? But I didn't hit him, I swear to God.
Messed up.
So I'm just like, she's like, oh, well, you'll get to work with, let's just call him fucking, I don't know, Billy.
C.
Little Billy. little jumbled butt and Billy with his fucking stutter.
Huh?
I don't know, like Stanley. Stuttering Stanley. So, this fucking kid, these words they were doing were like 2-syllable words. So they were big for kids that age. I think they were in first grade, second grade.
Okay.
Just took a break for a second. And one of the words on the last page was like 3 syllables, and it was alphabet. Oh my god. I have never in my life heard the word alphabet stretched out for so long. And I was just like, ah! Like it was cutting through me, and I just made it through all the words, and I was proud of myself because I'm like, thank God, like he's doing really good. He's actually keeping up with all the words, and he's not just memorizing them. He's actually like sounding them out in his head, and then he's saying them, which is what I wanted him to do. Like just say it in your head first, and then say it out loud. And I didn't realize that that's actually a technique that you use when you're a stutterer.
Huh.
So I was doing the right thing, and I was doing good things for this kid, and I was feeling good about myself, and then he got to alphabet, and I thought, oh my God, I'm going to just murder everybody in my life. I'm so done with this kid. And I'm just like, ah! 'Cause he's like, ow, 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 ow. And I'm like, remix! I just wanted him to like get it out, and I'm like, ow. Remember the PH is a f. He's like, alf, 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 alf. And it's like, what? I was like trying so hard not to tell him. I wanted him to freaking sound it out. And we had worked on this literally every week I was there, trying so hard to get him to learn these words, and that was the one word that he just could not get. And I was like, oh God, fucking Billy, I just want to punch him in his tooth. But he finally did say alphabet. It just took him a fucking minute. I think he got the word. I think he just was having such a tough time saying it, and I was having such a tough time waiting for him to say it. And it was a whole mess, and it was just, I don't know, I feel like I wasted part of my life doing that, but maybe I didn't. Maybe he's like really happy now. I don't know. That was what, like 10, 11 years ago?
And that was the last
12
day
years ago?
that Isaiah Homo was allowed around little kids.
That is the last time that I was allowed to help little kids read. The last
Timmy no longer has a head.
The last time. Poor little Billy. Poor little Billy
Little Timmy.
just fucking lost all of his shit trying to read alphabet.
This reminds me of the Happy Wheels Timmy. Sacrifice him into a battle axe.
You know what? I think I need to find out what that kid's name really was, and then like ask somebody somewhere. I remember the teacher. Maybe I'll just message her and be like, "Hey, how's this kid doing?" I remember like he fucking stuttered all over the fucking place and had like a weird tick, and he always made me help him with his fucking words and bullshit. Oh God. Ugh.
I remember a story with the same teacher I was just talking about, Mrs. C. She is kindergarten. I don't know about other kindergartens, but like we were learning to write in cursive, and she wouldn't let me go to recess because I couldn't write the word white in cursive, and it was the last word on my page, and I was like, how the fuck do you write that? And like I just could not figure it out. I was sitting there just trying to do it, and she was like, that's not white. And I was like, bitch! Like I had to sit inside and stare at the word white in cursive instead of going to recess.
Sounds like a really good time.
Yeah. And again, catch me in the streets, Mrs. C. I'll fuck you up. You dumb bitch.
Mrs. C. Mrs. Can't believe it's not butter. Fuck her. I don't know, man. Some of those teachers, though, we had to deal with, are fucking crazy. And some of them were really cool, but then, you know, there's other ones that just weren't cool at all.
Yeah.
I remember one teacher everybody feared. And they were like, oh, God, she was horrible. She's so mean.
I already know who you're talking about.
You know, just trying to help you out. You're not alone. So this teacher assigned so much work. Like, she always assigned the most bullshit ass work. She's like, hey, here, write 20 pages of this stuff, single spaced, nonsense for no reason at all. And we're like, well, why? We get it. We get it. It's not a fun thing. So why are you making us do this? I remember one time she was like, you have to write 10 separate letters from 10 different points of view from 10 different people that were in this thingy. And I'm like, what? What?
What
letters?
grade was this? Was it 11th?
I can't remember if I was a sophomore or a junior. I don't know.
10th?
I just remember I was already making like an A in her class, and I think I was one of 3 people that were making an A in the class. And I was just fucking done. I was so tired of working, and I had other classes that were like, here's more work to do, and I'm like, I can't because of this class, because it's taking up all of my goddamn time. It wasn't even like I wasn't learning anything. I was just working. Like, it was just constant busy work of just writing shit out. And I was like, this is ridiculous. And she wanted it done in ink. You couldn't write it with a pencil, so if you messed it up, white out.
I know who it is, yeah.
Fucking pissed me off. So when she gave us this assignment that was like, you have to write 10 letters, and they have to be 2-page letters. Like you're in this preacher's sermon, and you have to be a concerned parent. You have to be somebody who's a believer. You have to pretend you're a non-believer. Like, all this stuff is just like constantly going because it was just fucking stupid. And I'm like, that is the dumbest assignment I've ever heard in my entire life. That makes absolutely no sense at all. That leaves way too many unanswered questions. I'm not doing it. I refused. I was like, not turning it in. And there's a couple people like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And I'm just like, no, like, I'm literally not doing that. I'm not wasting my time on it. I've already got a good grade. I'm not doing it. And everybody else that said, oh, I'm not doing it, they turned it in. I still didn't, because I was like, it's a waste of my time, and it's a waste of paper, and I'm poor, so I can't just keep buying paper. But she approached me in the middle of the class and was like, you do know that you were the only person that didn't turn in the assignment, right? And I was like, I had no idea. She was like, well, you have till end of day to get that into me. And I was like, oh, okay. And I still didn't turn it in. And I passed that class with a B.
Oh, damn.
I just didn't care to get an A in that class. So I was like, nope, not doing it. Not worth it.
I failed one semester of her class, and I had to take summer school for it.
I remember that.
Yeah. It's like, I think I had like a C or a B or something. And I was doing my research paper, and I turned in like literally 1,000 note cards with stuff on it, and I handed it to her, and she sat there and just flipped through them really fast. I guess she was reading them, and she made like 2 piles, and there was a small pile, and she handed them back to me, and she grabbed the big pile and threw it in the trash and was like, those are useless. And I was like, cool. And I didn't write anymore. I was like, fuck this. And I just failed the class because of it. I was like, nope, see ya.
See, when I did my research paper, she was actually one of the teachers that was doing it, but then there was a new teacher, and I was like, nope, not signing up for hers, and I went for the other guy. And he was like, you're not going to pass this class unless you do everything that we say, and you have to turn it in at the end. But like, part of the course was just a bunch of bullshit. Like, we just did a bunch of assignments and did a bunch of like creative writing, and like, I don't know, it was just a bunch of writing that we did. I'm like, no big deal, I'm a fantastic writer. Bam! So I was just like knocking out everything, and I had a 99% average in that class. Like, I was super high grade. And at the very, very end, he was like, oh, so we should have actually been working on our research papers 2 weeks ago, but I just didn't know the timeline was this close, so we actually have less time now. And we had 2 weeks to write our research paper, and we had to research everything. And this is before, like, Google was on my phone.
Yeah, you had to have a computer.
For you kids that don't understand, you know, we didn't have the internet at home back then. We had to go out and crank it up on the windmill. So,
the fuck?
like doing research was like hardcore. Like, you actually had to go to the library and look shit up. And we went to our like high school library, which was like a fucking coat closet.
Trash.
It was just garbage. And everybody had picked the best people, and I had to research Walt Whitman. I don't know if anybody's ever talked about Walt Whitman with you, but let me just tell you,
What is that?
holy mundane bullshit. I was so bored, and I read way too many articles on people that were like, he's probably gay. And I'm like, this can't be what my research paper is about, the possibility that Walt Whitman is a homosexual. I mean, it definitely was a big part of it. Let me get So, on the day that we were like, okay, we have 3 days left, and we were still doing our rough draft, which we were supposed to have like a fucking week to get that done, because he had to go through and read all the rough drafts and like mark out what you don't need and say please replace with other information or something. I was in the middle of writing my rough draft, and he's like, so are you guys even close, because I really need to start getting these done. And he was like being super dickish about it, and I was just like,
okay,
all right. So I turned in what I had, and he was like, this isn't long enough. And I was like, you didn't give us long enough, so either you have to make some exceptions or I'm not turning it in. And he was like, are you saying that you're just going to take a 0 on it? And I was like, that's exactly what I'm saying. And he was like, you're not going to pass the class. And I was like, I bet I will. Because I had already done the math. I already knew that I was going to pass. I had 99% average in there. So he was like, we'll see. And I passed the class with a C without even turning in my research paper.
Damn.
And he did not like me from then on. That was my junior year, too.
That's like a grade above passing.
My whole senior year, he wouldn't even look at me in the hallway. I was like, yeah, bitch, at least I got all my hair. He was like 28, 29, and he was bald. I was like, fuck you, bald
I think
ass.
I know who that is, too. Isn't he a coach?
Yup.
Yep, okay,
He did not like me. And coaches
he's a little bitch.
Coaches did not like to be one-upped at all by their students.
Yep.
I was just like,
One time one of my buddies was calling a coach by his first name because he knew it pissed him off. Like, he came into the class. His wife also worked at the school. And he walked in and, like, to his wife's class, like, which is where we were sitting. And he was talking to her. And he like put his head down and he's like said his name into his hands. And he just kept getting louder and louder saying his first name. And like he just ignored it, and then he got to the door and he was like, you come with me. And he was like trying to act all tough and shit, and like brought him out into the hallway and just started fucking screaming immediately, like as soon as the door closed.
blah, my first name, blah, 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 blah.
Our teacher was like, well, shut the fuck you damn, like, you know, like, that's my husband and shit. And, like,
ooh, weird flex, man.
and like my buddy came back into the classroom like losing his shit. Like, he was laughing so hard that he got so pissed off. Like,
I loved when like people would get like super upset with the students and they would yell at the whole class, and like the one person that was fucking it up for everyone would just start laughing.
yeah.
Oh, that felt great. Guess what?
Oh, no.
Somebody shitted. Alright, well, that's all the time we have for today. Have a lovely, lovely Monday. Thanks for letting us have a whole week off. It was needed.
What the fuck?
I've been working 12s, like actually 14-hour shifts-ish. So it was nice. It was a nice little time off. Go ahead and check out our merch. We still have it up on Teespring. Let us know if you have any ideas for podcast topics.
Are the flag t-shirts still up there?
Yes, they are.
Ooh, those are my favorite. Those
Yes.
are fucking dope.
Yes, they are really awesome. God, I can't believe you farted in here, though. That's fucking gross.
Fuck you.
All right, bye.
Bye.